if we could pick up where we left off, having a conversation about the steps that you have taken at Treasury to strengthen our cybersecurity infrastructure around issuing Commonwealth payments and the discussion about AVS. And, you know, I have to commend you. There were some incredibly talented cybersecurity professionals at the Treasury working under our previous treasurer. I commend you for keeping them on. They're doing exceptional work. So thank you for doing that. But along those lines, as the chair of the Senate Communications and Technology Committee, our committee has taken efforts to strengthen our state's cybersecurity amid the onslaught of threats, as you have well seen, from nefarious actors. You have also taken an interest in this issue, and you pointed it out. In fact, last year you asked for funding to improve the Treasury's cyber infrastructure, and the General Assembly provided it. So I was hoping that you could provide us with the status of that program.
Yes, I sure can. And I appreciate the General Assembly continuing to fund that cyber line. It's $1 million, and it's $1 million again this year. And I do appreciate, Senator Phillips-Hill, your efforts on the important technology issues like to fight ransomware. So they're very important, and I really appreciate what you're doing. So Treasury handles every financial transaction for the Commonwealth. So that includes all sorts of information that needs to be kept out of the hands of hackers. So account numbers, routing numbers, information about account holders in our PA 529 and our PA ABLE programs. We get information about when people are getting tax refunds, the rent rebate returns, and other payments from the state as well as state vendors. So with the millions of payments that we manage every single week, we have to constantly monitor and update our systems to protect against the cybersecurity threats, and that's what we use that $1 million line for. So we use it for things for personnel. We have 2 dedicated headcounts on that line, training and software. Now, this number is, I think, increased 20% from last year, but we block an average of 7.5 million events per month. So that's 250,000 events per day. And 70% of all of our emails that come in are either spam or potential phishing emails. So those are also blocked by our cybersecurity efforts. So when you think about we're the fiscal watchdog of $150 billion, this $1 million investment into our cybersecurity is a pretty good return on investment.
Thank you for sharing that. When we talk about those threats and what it looks like, to be able to quantify it like that is very helpful. Thank you again for being here today. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.